The rules allow you to know the world and male and female nature, but they leave you with an expert understanding of the shell, but not about the person. And the person is the thing that you're really wanting in the end. I'm not saying that learning about male and female nature is a waste of time. It's actually essential for guys who want to get a footing on when they go out there, being able to know what generally women would want, to understand how you're different, to see things from your point of view, not just from hers. I'm not saying that learning all that knowledge, being wary of understanding the laws, the pitfalls in the constructed world of politics and laws isn't advantageous. I'm saying that a lot of people are scared to death of actually showing anything of who they are. So the rules of understanding mating and dating and laws and interacting with people socially out there, especially romantically, like the really, really personal stuff that can really hurt you and destroy you. I talk about it so much from the point of view of you understanding and controlling so much of that from your yeses and your nos, not being used by things and people outside of you, but by realizing how the game's played so you can move your own chess pieces in that chess game of life, so to speak. Hi, welcome to my channel. I put out videos every week, so please subscribe. So let's take an example where the rules are really beneficial, especially say game and dating. You haven't met the person yet. You don't know what they're personally like. So it's really good to know what women are generally like, what they want, what guys want, what works, how relationships have always worked. Look at your grandparents, look at history. It's good to know this general information. But once you get on a date and you're talking to Jane, the particular person who just happens to be a woman, then everything flips around. Then it's all about this particular person who happens to be a female. You need to now deal with this person in context to all the information you know that you're an expert in. But you are not an expert in Jane. You are an expert in parts of her female nature in terms of understanding her, but not controlling her. These are the things that guys need to realize. The degree to which you can control things, you can control much more of yourself and how you think and speak and how confident and courageous you can be, to be honest. But you cannot, gentlemen, it's a waste of time trying to control all these things outside of you. And a big thing that happens when you try mechanically, because you learned the shell of relationships, what works, you become the shell and you think that's all it's needed. I'm a high-value man, she's a pretty high-value woman, and we go out on holidays and blah-de-blah-de-blah, and you just become the shell of generally what works between men and women, but there's no substance within it. It's an empty shell, and you're going out with an empty woman. The point is, when you sit alone with that person, do you have anything to talk about? That's when you know you found something of value for you particularly. Who cares if she's a high-value woman for everyone else? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. I know it matters to a lot of guys that they show off to other men that I have a high-value business, I have a high-value woman. Yeah, it's a bit of a pat on the back, but really you have to go out there in the world and continually be fed and validated by that pat on the back from society and other men. Or if you're a woman, you need to be patted on the back by other women that you've got a great guy. Do you value them? If you didn't have Instagram and social media, would you care about a lot of the stuff you care about so much? So I just wanted to leave you with that the rules allow you to know the world and male and female nature, but they leave you with an expert understanding of the shell, but not about the person. And the person is the thing that you're really wanting in the end. That's the gold. The individual you go on a date with, the Jane, that would make you commit to her, excluding the rest of the world. That's what you shut out the rest of the world in terms of women because of her particular individual character. That's what we are aiming for. You become an expert in the shell, and you marry shells, you have kids with shells. You sit in a room feeling completely miserable and alone because you're with a shell, an empty shell. You may as well get a doll. So it's just something I wanted to reiterate, why learning about all this information is important for strangers. But once it becomes personal, once it becomes a personal relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic, in your life, what you value, you need to know yourself, what you value, and also know why you connect with a person and what you're looking for. That's what's important. Just wanted to leave you with that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll catch you next time. Bye.